And then I stood there for a second, because that sorry came out faster than thinking and faster than breathing. It just happened. In this video, I want to show you why that happens. It doesn't happen because you're too nice. And it doesn't happen because you lack confidence. It happens because your body learned something a long time ago, way back, but it's still running on that program now, even when there's no one in the room. The problem with people-pleasing is that it does not wait for the big and grand moments in life. It lives in your reflexes. That means the story before you ask a question. The meal you ordered but actually didn't want, just to keep the peace, and just to be done with it because the others were waiting. And it lives in the opinion you swallowed before it even reached your mouth. You're running on autopilot for so long that your body can do it absolutely 100% without you. You do not decide to shrink. You already have shrunk years ago. And when you catch yourself saying sorry to a door frame or a door, that's not just a quirk, that's the whole pattern, and it's squeezed into miniature format when you're having a bad day. But here is what I want you to recognize. You've recognized it. You felt it when it happened. Maybe a second later, maybe a minute later, but you've recognized it. You stepped out of the situation and said, wait a minute, what is happening here? This moment of, wait a second, is nothing to be ashamed of. This moment is the first crack in the pattern. This reflex we're talking about here, it's very, very old. It was built when you were small, probably to make you easy to handle. And this reflex meant that you were safe as long as you behaved in that way that was wanted from your parents or whoever there was. Back then, it absolutely 100% made sense. But now it's running on autopilot, and you say sorry to walls and doors. What I've learned and what I'm working on with my clients is that you can step out of that reflex if you're just aware of it. When you're aware of what you're doing there, you can use the energy you had to use before to follow that impulse for something else. You can choose to put the energy elsewhere. Imagine that there's one part of you inside yourself that doesn't want to apologize. This part of you is not aggressive and it's not ice cold. This part of you is just aware of the fact that you have a spine, that you can stand straight up, that you can face things head on. It's the part of you that runs into something and thinks, ouch, that hurts. And it does not think, oh my God, I'm so sorry that I exist and run into walls, that I take up space. This empowered part of you is already there. It has just been very, very quiet until now. And now that you're aware of that part, the real work can begin. And this work does not mean that you have to build a whole new personality for yourself, a whole new you. No, that's not what it's about. The work is going inside and finding this empowered part of yourself, bring it to the surface, and give it some more room and time to shine. If my words touched or triggered something in you, I have something for you. I built a digital guide. It's called the 3-second pause. It's free and it's just 6 pages long, but it has everything you need to use the pause between the reflex and the reaction. You can find the link in the description.